Johannesburg Emergency personnel have now expanded the search for a missing 6-year-old boy to Eldorado Park. Khayalethu Magadla fell into an open manhole in Soweto more than a week ago. He was playing with friends at the time. Malungelo Booi is our reporter on the story. Let's go there live. Malu, what is the latest on this search?
Well, Tembi, as you rightfully indicated, emergency personnel have already really started to go inside some of the manholes here in Eldorado Park, trying to search for this little boy. That means then they have now expanded, in fact, the search area. And we're about, over a kilometer away from where the actual incident took place over a week ago. And authorities, in fact, Tembi, have been telling us that they will not give up until really they've made a breakthrough on this. And earlier on, I was talking to the relatives of this young man and also members of the community from Dlamini who are actually saying that the entire community is actually saddened by this incident. All now what they are hoping for is that the body of this young man is essentially recovered so that everyone in the family can actually have closure.
You know, I'm not sure if you're able to hear me, but just as we listen to you explain where the family and the community are, it's an awful position where a family has basically come to terms with the reality that their child will likely not be found alive.
That's right, Tembi. In fact, that's what emergency personnel have actually been saying that this is no longer a search and rescue operation. It's now a search and recovery operation. In fact, where we are, Tembi, we are in Eldos. So there's about they've already opened about 3 manholes here. Now they're opening a further, there's about I'm seeing now about 3 more that they will have to go through and just go inside and see if they'll find this little boy. Earlier on, Tembekile, we're talking to emergency personnel here in Johannesburg, Robert Mulauzi, and he was saying that when they had started some of their camera footage of what's taking place underground, they had seen that there was an obstacle, and when they went inside one of the manholes to find, what was that obstacle, they found it to be a rock. Some people were essentially hoping that it could be this young boy, but unfortunately it was not. It was a rock. So that's why then we're seeing emergency personnel accompanied by members of the South African Police Services, Tembekile, searching almost all the manholes in this particular area, trying to find this young boy. But so far, really, Tembi, every effort has really not yielded any results. But people here, at least the rescue workers, are not giving up. They're saying that they've made that commitment that they will return this young boy to his family, and they are still sticking to that.
It'll be 2 weeks since Kaya fell into what we're told was a manhole that had been left uncovered in Soweto. What is the situation with those manholes now? Because some of the community members did complain when this news began to circulate, or at least make the headlines, that they'd even been complaining to someone, possibly in an official position, about the danger that the manholes cause to children in particular.
Well, Tembi, when you go to Dlamini now, you'd find that that particular manhole has now been sealed, and many other manholes in the particular area have also been sealed. But you're right, this is not the first time an incident like this is taking place, at least here in Gauteng. Last year, in fact, in Orange Farm, a young child also fell in an open manhole, and that child was ultimately found in Everton. So it talks to the problem of, people opening these manholes, and also authorities not being quick to close it. And this is something residents are concerned about. And there was a community member, in fact, this morning who came to talk to us, saying that perhaps this could have been avoided if authorities, when that manhole was reported to have been open, had been quick to go and seal it. Something like this would have not been happened. But of course, others are saying that, well, there's Nyaupa boys everywhere that are taking these the leads of these manholes. In some instances, they are selling them. In some instances, in fact, it's Nyaupe boys who open these manholes so that they can go inside, these pipes to collect the valuables that they believe they can actually found. But, Thembekile, something has to be done, but you'd find that in some communities, what they would do is that they would actually put massive rocks on top of these manholes so that no one is able to open them.
Malungelo Booi, for now, we'll leave it there. We'll come back to you as soon as there's a development. Malungelo Booi, there you see at an active search for the body now of 6-year-old Khayalethu Magadla, who fell into a manhole that was not covered almost 2 weeks ago. It's 8 days now, I believe, since the search began.